basketball fans, you've got it on. Well, Clark, as the season marches on, some teams have really distinguished themselves. How hard is it to hold on to top rankings with so much season remaining?
Well, we know it's not easy, B.A. It's much easier to chase the top than to stay on the top. So it takes a lot of focus, a lot of determination, a lot of togetherness to continue to stay at the top. But those top teams typically find a way to make it happen.
Here are the starters for Charlotte. We've got Ball, also Sharp out there. Griffin is out there with Miles Turner.
Boy, strong finish that time by Turner. When you need a big bucket, he can seal the deal on the fast break for you.
Now here's Barnes. And he lays it up and in.
Ask pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
Pass to Turner. Achua with the rebound. Ball against Barnes. That free throw misses.
At the line for your Raptors.
Second free throw, no good. No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, B.A. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Inside. And he banks in the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Ball. An important scorer for this team, averaging around 25 and a half a game.
Look at him, and he's a little hit and miss from there, even without a defender in his face. No guarantee.
He takes it in. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And there's the call on LaMelo Ball. That's foul number 2 for him.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for LaMelo Ball. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
No luck on that one. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. Pass to Turner. To the middle. Here's Sohan. On target from about 13 feet.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
Now here's Boucher. Turner covers. 6 to shoot. Here's Barnes. Goes back up. No luck on that one. And Charlotte going the other way now. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
Talent-wise, they've got the upper hand. I mean, they won every matchup between these teams last year.
Guys, they deserve a lot of credit for not losing focus and letting one slip away. They came to play every time, and I expect that'll be the case tonight.
And here are the Raptors now, following the bucket by the Hornets. That one goes in. And another look at the Mobile One drive as he put it into overdrive.
Aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
Here's Turner. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
And, you know, he's become a solid big man in this league. Miles Turner understands his role and is starring in it. And does a really good job, I think, playing to his strengths.
To have a big who's great at the line, such a plus.
Green with a screen on Herter. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 6 from the floor. Herter gets the bucket.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
Pass to Curry. Here's Boyd. Back to Curry. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the three ball. Well, you look at Seth Curry. For his career, around 44% from long range. That's easily top 5 in NBA history.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Here's Boyd, following the bucket by the Hornets. Pass to Curry, launches it. Hauled in by DiVincenzo. And Seth Curry, one of the elite shooters in league history. But his road to the NBA was no red carpet, Grant.
So true. I mean, after graduating from Duke in 2013, a couple years in the G League proving himself, the questions were about his defense, but that stroke was never in question.
Boyd got it. Good job in the low post. Now a timeout called by Charlotte. They want to keep rolling here following the win against Brooklyn.
Oh my, talk about mental toughness. The crowd was roaring against them, but they were able to focus and finish the task at hand.
Well, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
Caruso, he's checked in for Charlotte.
And there's DiVincenzo with the quick trigger. Cannot give him any room defensively. You've got to eliminate his airspace.
Goes up at the elbow. He can't hit that time. And Charlotte going the other way now.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Now here's Curry, averaging around 5 points a game. Boy, gets the bucket.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's DiVincenzo. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The three is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. DiVincenzo's got 6.
Well, you know, that last three got DiVincenzo fired up now. He had to respond. He goes to the arc to shoot back with one of his own triples.
With 1 on the clock. This is the layup. The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. Hornets out in front. They're up by 5. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Please give a big round of applause for your Raptors, Use Dixie.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. Taking a look at the Hornets' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
On target from range.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And for Charlotte, Ball is out there with Sharp. Then there's Griffin. Then there's Nick Richards. Charlotte's gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's Sharp. Yep, count it. He has 7.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Ball with the rebound.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Hounded by Ball. And he slams it in one-handed.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Timeout called, the Raptors. Both teams will make substitutions. Let's have a look at the early favorites to compete in this year's three-point contest. Many of the top shooters in the league.
Most of these guys are going to collect a ton of votes. And if this is who makes the final cut, then it's going to be a year to remember.
Well, you look at Ball, he's right on the cusp of securing his spot in the three-point contest. So I hope those votes keep pouring in because he's a guy you'd love to see in the mix.
Yeah, if he can make it in the door, you know he would do everything he can to win the whole thing, and it'll be a lot of fun to watch.
And we'll keep you posted as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. But that's our current list for the three-point contest.
It's going to be a fantastic competition. We've got an endless supply of shooters in this league, and that contest will be heated.
Shot clock at 5. Oh, he's way off from outside. For Charlotte, they've gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Well, it's a make-or-miss league. Sometimes the Jays just don't fall. It wasn't a bad shot.
The three from Barnes knocks it down from distance. Barnes has got 5. You know, for most players, being a starter has value. But Grant, some elite teams have been elevated by great players who have accepted a reserve role.
And it's really special, B.A., when you have that. Players who are willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the team. Putting winning first at all costs. When you think about it, through the years, Manu Ginobili with the Spurs, Andre Iguodala in Golden State, it really can galvanize a team and lead to winning championships.
For Charlotte, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Outside Barnes. The three from Curry, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Here's Sharp. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Toronto trailing. Down low. Achua with the dunk.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Now a timeout called by Charlotte. And with this break, we have a chance to look at the best of the NBA shot blockers this season. You look at Turner, such great timing and instincts. He's the best shot blocker in the league right now. And, of course, Nick Richards.
They're premier shot blockers, and they do it with instincts as much as length and athleticism.
Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. And now just a 2-point Hornet lead.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
There's a screen by Turner. DiVincenzo pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Really adept at rolling after setting the screen. Turner, a difficult cover in these pick and rolls.
Green with a screen on DiVincenzo. Second chance effort. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Donte DiVincenzo.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws. You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
They get it back. Okogie. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass getting it done.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
The Hornets with a lead. Pass to DiVincenzo. Turner inside. Achua's there. Nice shot by Turner.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Now Green. And here's Achua. And he lobs it up to the rim. And out of bounds. Charlotte will have it.
I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Charlotte has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Now here's DiVincenzo, tightly guarded.
DiVincenzo smartly getting into the defense there, drawing a foul inside while taking the shot. That's a smart offensive play by DiVincenzo.
He hits the second from the line. Two-second difference between shot and game clock. Boyd. Takes the three. And the three-pointer goes. Give him 8 points now. The Hornets have gotten 8 of 12 attempts to drop since the beginning of the second. Outside, DiVincenzo. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. And the Hornets lead by 6.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And
we've got an old Rookie of the Year in the house, the big fella.
That's unanimous.
Now back to our game. Pretty impressive first half for the Charlotte Hornets. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian.
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Miles Turner really making a difference here.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And for the Hornets, we've got Miles Turner, Sharp out there with LaMelo Ball. Then there's Griffin. Barnes, no good.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Now here's Griffin. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sharp on the take. And he goes in for the dunk.
He's been a piece of the puzzle tonight, but it's a team effort. Everyone's contributing to this lead.
The Raptors shooting a solid 47%. The three is up. The Hornets pull it in.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Turner passes the ball for 3. That one no good. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. And if they're going to make a move, this is a good time to start.
And there's still plenty of time, but they definitely don't want to let this game get too far out of hand.
Pounded by Ball. And again, no good by Toronto.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Boy, it's great seeing Ball finish with strength like that, showing off the athleticism with that rim-rocking throwdown.
Timeout called, the Raptors. And the Raptors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got 7.
If you allow him to get that close, you deserve to get scored on.
Pass to Sharp. Back to Ball. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. And the Hornets lead by 12. That was another look at our Mobile One drive of the game just a moment ago.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay. And look at those moves in the post. And the smooth finish to go along with it.
Just excellent work around the rim.
Left his man lunging and reaching for air. That was something else right there.
And the rise of the internet has helped give players their own voice. But now with podcasts and other streams, Grant, they're also able to monetize their voice.
Yeah, players understand the value of their voice and also how to monetize that. Speaking directly to their fans, to their customers, using these different platforms. You know, I think broadcasters need it. I think you and I need to have a podcast, B.A.
For sure. I know we can't afford it.
That might be true.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Outside Curry. Pass to Barnes. Lets the 3 fly, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
Sharp, no good. Toronto has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Barnes with it. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
The Hornets have gone 6 for 9 in the half. Here's Sharp driving in, and he dunks it down.
All you got to do is get open, and Ball's handling the rock. He's going to find you. LaMelo's got incredible passing ability.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 8 in the third. Curry against Ball. Pass to Boyd. Launches a three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. Here's Okogie. Here's Sharp. Outside Herder. Stolen. Hey, puts up a three. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now.
I agree. I mean, now when they need a spark the most.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. .146 left to play in the third quarter here.
Boy, he's really been dominant in this one. Unfortunately, he hasn't had much help.
To the paint. Here's Richards. Yes, sir. And it's Ball with the assist that time. Ball's got 7 assists in the game.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Boucher, no good. Charlotte has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. And it's Ball off the drive. And Ball throws it down.
Well, that sudden burst by Ball is so effective, zipping in before the defense can react.
And for Toronto, they're shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Now here's Curry. He's got 5. Nifty move. Misses off the right iron.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Boyd. Now here's Boucher. Over to the left wing. Here's Boyd. Herder defending. Kept alive. Here's Boyd. It's deflected. And they'll get another chance. The three from Curry. Okogie pulls down the board. Okogie's got 4 rebounds now. The crossover, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
There's 10 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball. From deep three-point range, that one is off.
It's never easy from that distance. We see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check. Maybe a step out of his range.
And as we end... And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
He's always near the top of the list for this honor. I mean, passes like these are his specialty.
Well, you can't run away from the DNA. When he's running the show, he makes sweet highlight reel plays night in and night out.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And for the Hornets, Kevin Herder out there with Alex Caruso. Then there's Miles Turner. Then there's Griffin. Turner, no good.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Here's Boyd. Sohan with a rebound.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
Buries it from 3.
Now, you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to him at all times.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
No good on the triple.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
No good. And Toronto will go the other way with it.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
Out to the right wing. Here's Boyd. No good. A bit long that time.
He's trying to force his way into a rhythm, but that's not helping the team.
Here's Griffin. 2 points. That one goes. Griffin's gotten his first bucket of the night.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, LaMelo Ball.
You know, honestly, I'm a bit in shock. I mean, he couldn't miss. Just look at this stat line. You've got to really see it to believe it. Complete confidence and all-out effort from him. And, you know, he made sure this was his night in spades.
You know, some guys aren't the same player on the road. Not this guy. He loves sticking it to an opposing crowd, and it only adds fuel to his fire. Let's go with a three. Sinks the tray.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Charlotte has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. To the inside. Achua with a steal. Throws it up high. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Here's Sharp. It's good. And the assist that time from Ball.
Well, when you're careless with the ball, that's what happens. It ends up going the other direction.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Pass to Barnes. Over Griffin. And it's off the back of the rim. No good.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
To the paint. The shot by Sohan, no good. Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Achua with it. Turner covering. Barnes passes to Achua. Achua with the dunk.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
Timeout, Charlotte.
The Hornets have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. The kick out to Ball. Three-pointer. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
All of a sudden, he's balling. Halftime adjustments successful so far.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Right side Barnes. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And the NBA enjoying the highest attendance numbers in the history of the league. Clark, compare the fan experience now to where it was in the 80s when you played.
BA, I don't know if there is any comparison. I mean, when you factor in the popularity of the league now with the various social media platforms that exist, the star magnitude power of the game's biggest stars worldwide, I just think it's a different time. More teams, more exposure, more platforms for exposure, and a real understanding of how to market the NBA globally. So fans have a way of engaging that didn't exist in the early 80s.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. Barnes has got 13 points here in the second half alone. Charlotte has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's Ball. Here's Sohan. Achua defending. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3-second violation. Toronto foul.
Now a timeout called by Toronto. They're trailing by 18. We've got 1:48 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one.
Youth Dance Team. Small crew, big hearts. One more time, Theo. Let's hear it for your right guard, Unified.
Pass to Barnes.
Charlotte foul. Sharp. That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter here. Achua with the dunk.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
And the shot goes. Ball's got 5 points now this quarter.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out, executed their game plan, and what a huge win for the Hornets.
In today's game, you need to shoot it well from three. That was the difference maker.
Exactly. And the defense didn't rotate out quickly enough to disrupt their shooters.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And it will be a fight. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra added meaning for the players.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for LaMelo Ball.
You look forward to playing with someone who doesn't just move the ball, but moves it with a purpose. Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
And, guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Ball way outside. They grab their own miss. Pass to Griffin. Lets it go from deep. Nails it from three.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA. No matter what, they got it done.
And so Charlotte takes this one by a big margin. A statement road victory. So impressive.
Statement indeed, B.A. It was in enemy territory.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Allie LaForce, Clark